Historically, we have spent a lot of time destroying the environment, and pretty much whatever else we can get our hands on. So today, we're going to start to fix that by sucking up all the oil in the ocean. And we're going to hopefully make some money doing that so we can continually upgrade our boat so we can suck up even more oil, mostly for our own gain. I'm just kidding.
Entirely for our own gain.
And I'm already finding it very satisfying. It looks like our oil container on the back is almost full, so we're going to take it obviously to the recycling depot. Because we're going to recycle that oil. We're going to put it right back into the earth where it came from. And there's a frog. How much do we get for frogs? We're going to go ahead and suck that up into our vat of oil where it's going to live a long, happy life. And then we're going to deliver that there, $12 to our name, so we can upgrade either our red plank, our oil capacity, or our lightning bolt. I think the red plank is a thing on the front of our boat, so if we do that, we're going to get a wider scooper. Eventually, we'll just squeegee the entire ocean as we're driving around. Nothing will stop us. And we're going to hoover up a swan. It's only half covered in oil, but now that it's in our boat, it's most certainly drenched in oil. Maybe this is really an animal collector game. Well, we can definitely see the difference. This looks like chocolate milk and or a cow. This looks like a healthy, thriving environment. So we're actually playing this game backwards. I think I see a turtle floating in a patch of oil. Either that or he's enjoying his own personal island. Having a bigger fork thing on the front of the boat really makes a difference because this would take forever otherwise, and we're already full. Okay, we got some bottles that we're supposed to steer into the depot as well. We're clearly going to need a bigger oil canister so we can fit more animals in there, so we've upgraded that. Now, let's see if I can manage to get these bottles into the depot for extra money. I'm sure the ocean loves microplastics as much as we do. Those bottles were so valuable, they gave us $23, so we're going to get an even bigger squeegee up front. Our boat is getting so fast as well, I'm not sure what happened there. So we're going to high-speed maneuver the things into the thing, and that actually counted somehow. But this makes a big difference, because now we can just go over the giant oil spills and we suck it all up. Bird, I'm coming for you one day. Okay, our oil thing is already full, so that means we're going to get big money. I wonder what the lightning bolt does. I am a little curious, because we haven't upgraded that once yet. That makes us faster. We were sort of already unreasonably fast, so that's all well and good. We'll have a bigger squeegee soon. We've unlocked the next area, but we're not done here yet. I'm not going to be done until all the wildlife is removed from this ocean. It's too dangerous to be out here, clearly, so we're going to put another bird in the tank. And then I'm very gingerly going to try and steer the bottles into the bottle depot in the ocean. Look at all these turtles thriving, and all we have to do is sacrifice a few of them along the way. $35. We got to go back to the chocolate milk water. And we now have a sprayer, so we can go ahead and spray the oil off the rocks and straight into the ocean. Hopefully we can spray some people down in here too. I mean, it's what they deserve for making the ocean as oily. They want to make the ocean oily, they've got to live in it. I'm going to try and 180 these bottles around. That's not working at all. These forks are not as effective as you think, and I've made the problem a lot worse than it originally was. But as per usual, I'm going to try and buy my way out of trouble by having an even bigger squeegee. I'm pretty sure this is getting wasteful. I put like 400 tons of valuable resources into a thing. I guess we're cleaning up the ocean, but this feels unnecessary. But generally, I'm unnecessary. Here you go. We'll give you a bath while we're at it. We could share the water with everyone. We're going to spray that oily water all over everyone. I'm not entirely sure how they managed to get oil up there, but I bet that's a fun story in itself. We'll go ahead and bring that down to us. Our thing is full speed ahead, straight back to the oil depot. Got it. Okay, at this point we clearly need a bigger oil tank. The water is getting clearer. It's now a healthy shade of like purple. And we love purple water. I like how that thing has a gauge too. Like once it's full, there's no more oil in the ocean. Okay, I managed to get some of those straggler bottles that got away from me somehow. So we're going to do this gingerly, see if we can bring... You know what? Let's not do this the stupid way. Let's go the other way. And we're going to rescue another animal, an iguana, or a rat with a very thick tail. You got to be so careful with these bottles, otherwise they'll get away. I think I got them now, so we can pretty much full speed ahead, ram them in while spraying water for dramatic effect. You're welcome, ocean. This boat really gets fast if you let it. We haven't even upgraded speed in a while, mostly because I want a bigger squeegee up front. Oh, there's bottles here. Didn't see those. That's going to be a problem. I guess I don't have to take the bottles out. We could take the oil out and leave the bottles in. That way the ocean is just full of, presumably, plastics. Okay, note to self, do not push bottles into corners anymore. They are really annoying to get out. That bottle might be a permanent part of the ocean now. I mean, if you get 99% of this stuff out of the ocean, that's still pretty good. And honestly, pretty good is a lot better than I normally do. Okay, we lost another few bottles there. Those ones at least we can get. But just to be sure we're doing this as efficiently as possible, give me a bigger squeegee. Look at the size of this thing. We're going to start moving islands now. I feel like this might actually start being to my detriment. I don't know if this is helpful anymore. Where did that bottle come from? We've been losing bottles everywhere. That bottle, yeah, that bottle, we can't see it, so it doesn't exist anymore. This bottle is going in. We get $1 per bottle. That's actually quite good. Now we have a rainbow boat. This is the most satisfying part because you see the difference. Dirty water, clean water. And we got such a big sucker now, we can actually take these on the whole thing at a time. Luckily, we got a new area here too. We're sucking up such big oil patches, actually, we're getting full in a hurry. But we can always fit an animal in our tank, an alligator. After it spends 5 minutes on our boat, it's going to be absolutely dyed black from oil. And using the little bit we've learned so far, we're going to gently take these bottles and take them slowly to the left and unload. That's got to be a lot of money. And while we're at it, we're going to take out this oil spill and just bring it right in. Easiest money in the world. We're probably going to need a bigger oil tank. The size of these we're filling up in a hurry. I've also yet to investigate the mystery boat, so we're going to go ahead and crash into that and see what it wants. Do you want a bath? It doesn't want a bath, which is fine. We'll figure that out later. For now, we're going to, I've already screwed this up, but we're going to take some bottles in. There we go. The ocean is a better place and I'm a little bit richer. Obviously, that's our only motivation. I managed to do it again and hook the bottle, but this time it's actually holding on, so we're actually going to take it straight in. Bottles are my mortal enemy. Now we got to scrub it mountain nice and clean. There we go. Give me that oil. Get in the boat. I think that's the piece that the other boat wanted. It lost its volleyball. So we will return the volleyball momentarily to our new friend. At least they better be my friend for returning their stuff. Okay, first we're going to clear the oil out of the way, and then we're going to turn and very gently bring this to our friend, the other boat, because I might lose it in a corner otherwise. I also managed to offload my oil on the way, but as soon as this guy gets his beach ball, we'll see what happens for him. There you go. And he's happy. He just gave us a bunch of money. In fact, he gave us so much money that I can buy an even wider squeegee. So as soon as we get into here, we will buy that. It's even bigger. I think this thing gets any bigger, it's going to start to defy the laws of physics. But now we could definitely get an entire oil spill all in one go, plus whatever creature that is in front of us. I bet it's delicious. One snake. One brown snake floating in oil. Okay, that oil has fallen into the ocean. Now we can slowly work our way around, hopefully grab the bottles and not lose them anywhere. I'm going to use the mountain for an assist, and perfect. We're going to ram them in so hard they're going straight through the building. That wasn't as dramatic as I wanted, so we're going to give ourselves a little extra speed. We've come to a place that's so bad the earth is literally on fire. So actually, can we put that out? There you go. I put out forest fires and clean up the oceans. And the helicopter's happy, so he's literally raining money down on me. That's a privilege normally reserved for your mom. I love how the ocean here is basically made of oil. That means we can absolutely make a fortune very easily. We got to put out some forest fires. Where's my helicopter? There it is. Make it rain. Got some very easy bottles. We're starting to get very rich very quickly off this. I might have screwed up those bottles. Whatever, we'll get to those later. More oil in the ocean. It wasn't that long ago, $115 seemed almost insurmountable. Now it happens in almost an instant. I'm pretty sure we're going to fill up the oil tank before we even have a chance to go and buy the next upgrade or two. There we go, oil tank is 2 times bigger. Now we can really fill it up. We are high-speed earth cleaning at this point. We're going to swoop around. We can definitely get all this oil in no time at all. I high-speed maneuvered into some bottles, which I said I was going to stop doing, so that was smart of me, but we'll still get most of them. A lobster! Those are definitely delicious. Everyone knows that. So we'll go ahead and, yeah, definitely keep that safe. Can that be a thing in real life where if you do a good deed, a helicopter just comes and rains down money on you? That would honestly have people doing a lot more good things in this world. I lost far too many of the bottles doing that, so we're going to go around for another swoop. I've unlocked a new area because we're being really good about cleaning stuff. I feel like we can make this thing as wide as we want. We need better like hooks on the end. That way we can actually steer the bottles around corners, because it's really hard to do otherwise. You basically have to push them straight, and even then there's no guarantee. We lost one there. Okay, before we move on to the new chocolate milk water, we need a bigger oil capacity in a big way. While we're at it, might as well get more speed. We don't need it, but we want it. Okay, there's some giant clusters of bottles. We're going to try and do those methodically, so it's not that difficult to push them into where they need to go. Our thing is so wide, we can actually just, take it all in one. So unloading oil now, a full capacity of oil, take us from, I forget where we were at, but we're now at $132, so feel free to do the math yourselves. That's the kind of service I provide here on the channel. More helicopter rain of money. Perfect. Go ahead and deliver. Why is there a mysterious boat thing? Is there a missing boat somewhere? We've also just rescued a dolphin, and I am quite sure those are delicious, but no one yet will let me eat one. Okay, we're going to very carefully bring this giant cluster of bottles in. This is actually really stressful, because if I move just an inch, they're going to scatter everywhere, and I'll never get them again. And we need that profit. F. Oh, we take stuff out of the bottom of the ocean now. Who knew there was important stuff down there? All right, we got one giant Nuclear waste barrel. That's got to be worth something to sell. If we're lucky, we'd have the name of who put it there, and I would just take it right back to the doorstep. I wouldn't mind if that was faster, but I don't suppose I'm going to get my way. We will get a bigger squeegee, though, and that's most important. Look at the size of this thing. We're going to clean up the entire ocean just from driving a little bit. I don't know why we're putting up the island that's on fire. I feel like that's not really going to hurt anything. I can already tell that this part is going to be fairly annoying because I got to get all these bottles sort of gently around, and I'm definitely already losing some, so I got to like scoop them up better and kind of squeegee them over again and again. Yeah, that's going to be good enough. I think the easiest way might actually be to get them like somewhere there and then just take an entirely new angle. It takes a long time, but it's quicker than individually trying to scooch them around. Because now it's pretty much a straight shot, provided I can actually line that up somewhat well. And yep, that'll work. Get in there, full speed ahead. And another animal. This time we got a snail. Everyone loves those. I got a little overexcited and I got a boat and also messed up the plastic a little bit. So we're going to bring the boat back to here, I think. And we got money for that. We also got a lot of money for that. $300 again. I'm just going to hold down this and try and do everything at once. So, yep, oil in the water, plastic left behind. Yep, all in one. Got it. And that's good enough for the game. Actually, I guess I could push the plastic into the next zone too. It doesn't have to go to the old bottle depot. It can go to this one. That actually makes a lot more sense. As for the rest of this, I'm pretty sure from this angle I can, yeah, pretty much get this all without too much trouble. We're just slowly going to manipulate it to the left and got it. I'm going to high-speed maneuver pick this up. It actually worked. I don't have to slow down to pick up the toxic barrels. Now we're making some money. $500. We could still get more. I feel like I should just have like an auto clicker holding down spacebar the whole time. That way we can just be spraying everything that might be relevant. Even if it's not dirty, you can always take a hose of water. We'll go back and get the little bit that's left back in this area. I can tell this area's got a lot of oil because we've already taken quite a bit out and the water is still quite brown. What are we scrubbing off now? There is like brown goo in between mountains that we're now taking out. We have such a powerful boat that we can like cleanse the very mountains themselves. We can create new valleys and landscapes. Okay, my hook is maybe getting a little bit too big. There we go. What is sort of manipulate things in there? $677. I need a bigger squeegee. There we go. We have an absolutely god tier boat. So we're going to take the long way around, rescue whatever that is. I'm going to need a bigger oil tank as well. All right, we're going to full speed into this because I think the mountain will give us an assist here. And then we're going to sort of sweep it around while also lowering my magnet. Okay, I'm doing too many things at once now, but I got the barrel. Good enough. Maybe I'll just hold the barrel around like this. That way I'm kind of like threatening everyone. If you don't give me my money, I will drop this straight back in the ocean, but in a very sensitive part. Never mind, I accidentally sold it because I'm stupid. Okay, there's another barrel ahead. We're going to start lowering the magnet right now, and I missed it. Didn't realize how accurate you had to be with a magnet. And the game has been very, very adamant that I do this for a while, so it's time to hose down this valley and reveal what's below. What's hiding in all this stuff? Okay, we got to back up a little bit apparently. We're turning it into snowballs. I have no idea what this is actually supposed to represent, but we're done. And we got a happy helicopter. That's all that matters. That means we're going to get a bigger oil tank for sure. This oil tank I should have got a while ago because this is so much easier. We can fit like all the oil in the universe in this thing now. We're going to have the world's supply of oil on our boat. This isn't even full, but we went from I think $50 to $100, so we get $100 per load of oil. And we rescued a penguin. It is now on board the boat in our oil holding tank. We also have a colossal amount of bottles here that we need to go roughly in this direction for. So we're going to full speed ahead. This is going to be an ugly turn, but I think we're going to get most of them. And most of them is good enough. Okay, we're going to get them all in there. Yep, good job. Perfect. In we go. And whoops. Yeah, got them. It's actually getting hard to see all the different stuff we're supposed to be messing with here. There's so many different mechanics now that we got to be doing all sorts of things at any one time, like sliding oil into the ocean and picking up toxic barrels. And the next oil depot looks like this. We have $310. Look at these big patches of oil. I've never been so excited to see these before. Even these are big enough to basically like fill up my boat in one go. So we're going to make a lot of money. I'm pretty sure I see a leaking barrel right here. So we can also scoop that up for some easy money. I'm pretty sure there's a whale down below. Okay, somewhere here, we're going fishing. Found the barrel. 669. Now we're making money. Plus we rescued an endangered bear. These big clusters of bottles are starting to get a little bit hard to deal with, but with a little bit of speed and tenacity, anything can be done. There's also a pirate ship that's probably missing pirates or a chest of gold. If I find their chest of gold, I'm not giving it back though, I'm keeping it. We now have $1,227. So we're going to get an even bigger sucker thing on the front of our boat. And this is completely unnecessary and I love every little bit of it. Now we can be very lazy about what we're doing here in the ocean. The results are all that matters, so let's go ahead and bring these at least in the general direction of where we need them. At least when it spreads out this wide, it's a little more easy to contain, because then we can just kind of go like that. And I don't really know how we're going to get the rest of that. A little reverse action. Okay, we're going to make this look wildly difficult. Actually, I think I got it now. We just need to bring it in at such an angle that we can go like that, and missed. Oh, that is a pirate treasure. Oh, they're not getting that back. If they wanted their floating treasure chest, they shouldn't have dropped it in the water. And we've unlocked the desert. We're now going to spill the entire ocean into the desert. That way it gets wet and the ocean is at a more sustainable level. And I'm definitely keeping this pirate chest. This is mine now. We're going to be rich off this so we can retire.